What's up, fam? It's Miles from Miles. Welcome to Gig Life Driver. Thank you for coming to my channel. I hope to earn your subscription today. I have got some interesting information that is funny, actually, and I figured out some interesting things about it. So the other day, I hope everybody's doing well, by the way, first and foremost, and welcome wherever you are. Welcome. I hope you're safe and healthy and happy with your friends, family, yourself, your own personal family, your little fur babies, and your children alike. So anyways, I went to go do my shift on Saturday morning. And, you know, the last video I talked about how they weren't allowing you had to go through all this stuff. They were not allowing you, it was just you had to go through a lot of steps to do this. So if you wanted to go in, you have a scheduled shift for like a 4-hour lunch shift, and you want to go in early before 11 o'clock, and you know, you just dash now, right? Boom. And I explained how earlier in the week I tried to do that, and I had to go and cancel my shift, then hit dash now, and then for some odd reason it literally took me straight until the end of my shift. Or no, I ended my shift that I scheduled, hit dash now, and then asked me how long I was going to work till. And then I just put the 3 p.m., the time I was going to work originally. And so anyways, that's been fixed. That's all done now. Because I went in early on Thursday. I went in early Thursday, dash now, and let me in right away. And I was about an hour before my scheduled shift. I like to schedule myself, guys. I'm an old Gen Xer. I'm 60 years old, so I'm used to certain things like scheduling. Keeps me on track and keeps me, you know, I don't know, just what I'm used to. So that's taken care of. Well, then I was getting a lot of really weird or offers, like stuff I couldn't do, and I explained that before. I finally contacted them. They fixed it. Everything's cool. Everything's working great. So that's another bonus, right? So then Saturday, and if you work in a college town, if you live in a college town and you guys have football and basketball, baseball, stuff like that, schedule yourself for those days to dash. It's really monetarily, really well worth it. I believe, at least in my marketplace. So anyways, I went to dash now on Saturday. I took off early to get there because it was a game day. And I know in my town, Tucson, Arizona, I know that we don't have a pro team here, football team or basketball. And I know when college basketball or college football or baseball is playing here in my town, it's busy. And so I wanted to go in early so I could get started and take advantage of the fact that it's busy, you know. So I went to go log in and I couldn't get in. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, everything was kind of working but wasn't working. So I ended up finally just calling support. And you guys know how I feel about calling support. I feel like it's just, I avoid it. I'll just say that. I avoid it as much as possible. So I talked with her. It's not my regular one, it was a different one. I talked to her and she helped me get through it. So basically what it was even though the app updated again, I had to uninstall it and reinstall. It's my first time since January that I've had to do that, guys. I've heard that from other content creators where they've had to uninstall and reinstall the app to get it work correctly. That was the first time for me. So I did it and everything was right as rain. Now, what's interesting to me is that if you don't normally work, like say you don't normally work Saturday or Sunday, but you feel like you're just going to go and dash, you get better offers if you schedule yourself, if you're able to schedule yourself. This way the AI bot knows that you're going to be working whatever day at this whatever time allotment, and then that way you get offers coming your way. So that's just a little trick I've figured out. Also, like I said, if you live in a town that you're dashing in, and you guys got team playing, sports playing and stuff, college sports or even professional, try to get yourself out there to deliver in that area. Okay, so then today I wanted to go and deliver again today on a Sunday. So my schedule this last week, I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It was 30 plus mile an hour winds and on a scooter that is a metal frame, and metal with plastic body parts is not the best thing to be delivering food on a windy day. So I just went ahead and took the day off. I hadn't had a day off yet in a while, so I decided to just go ahead and take the day off. So then I worked the game day, Saturday, and today, Sunday. So I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and like an hour, 2 hours today. So I worked 6 days this week. All total amount of hours that I worked was, I'm going to do math real quick. I think I worked 20 hours this week, and I pulled $425. Not too shabby for that. And I do everything on a scooter, and this is working lunch rush. I don't lunch shift or lunch rush. I don't usually deliver at nights. I don't ever deliver at nights. Too dangerous in my town. Our roads here are just garbage. They are garbage. Garbage. Did I mention the word garbage? Tucson, Arizona city streets are just garbage. So because of that, I don't work at night. If our streets were somewhat good, like even 50% better than where we're at now, I'd probably work nights. But with the roads the way they are, potholes everywhere, like just gnarly. Bad. So I don't work nights. But since the weather finally broke here, I am going to be working more hours every day I do work. So this last week, like I said, I didn't work, a crap ton, but I worked more than I normally just do 15 hours a week. I do 20 hours a week, because I usually 15. I usually do lunch rush, 11 to 2. 3 hours, 5 days a week. So 15 hours a day. I put an extra 5, and I made an extra $125. I normally pull about 300 every week. A little bit more. Most of the time it's a little more. Summer slowdown. Worked a little harder to get to that goal every week, but it was doable, But so, that's another thing. What you put into is what you're going to get out of it. Now, today I went into work because I wanted to get past where I wanted to get to my goal and a little bit farther, which my goal for this week was $400, and I got to $425, so that was awesome. And I did schedule myself for today. Problem is that Doordash isn't really letting us know exactly where it's busy until you log in. So if you open up the app, I do regularly open up the app and see what's going on in the zone. And this morning I opened up the app and it said busy, and I'm like, cool. And it even sent me a notification, hey, downtown's busy right now. Awesome. So I was leaving anyway, so I took off and I get down there, and no, it wasn't busy. It wasn't even busy in the area that I'm in, and I'm on a bicycle, so it's like electric. I'm on my electric bike. This is the bike brand I use. I'm on my electric today, and it wasn't busy. I got a lot of stupid orders. So really today I just did minimal. I did like a quick $35. Yeah, about $36, because like I said, I wanted to get to my goal, and my goal was 400, and I got I got an extra 25. Something weird in my throat. Anyways, So what I found out today is that it'll say it's busy and it's not, and it'll say it's busy in your area and it's not. Like, I picked up from, it said Chiba Hut was busy, and I actually got an offer from there, and I went to go pick it up. It was dead. Nobody was even inside. The orders on the shelves, there was like 3, and they weren't. They had like, I'm like, you guys busy today? I'm like, nah, not really. This is probably the busiest we've been in. We only got like, what, we got 3-4 deliveries up there. You're picking up one, so we got 3 left to get out of here. And on the line cooking right now, we're making, there's like 2. There's 2 or 3 sandwiches we gotta make. And I'm like, interesting. They're like, why? And I'm like, well, because on Doordash it says you guys are busy right now. This is busy. And they're like, wow, interesting. I'm like, yeah. So, I pick up the order, I go deliver. The only place it was busy, and then it was sending me like weird offers. Weird offers. Like, I'd go to Panera and then go pick up from Vietnamese restaurant called Miss Saigon, and pick up some pho. A lot of hungover people today, by the way. Pick up pho. Well, remember what I was talking about? That DoorDash will get you a stacker and one's a tip and the other one's just is not? I had one of those today, again. So anyways, but it was interesting because Panera is like, Panera from the Panera offer and the Panera receiver was not far. It was like less than a mile. But the pho was like 3 miles away from, so I had to go to Panera, down to the offer, the tipped, and then from the tip all the way to the east side of town to deliver the pho. Southeast. It was actually southeast. So it was like really pretty far. It was like actually almost, 3 miles, maybe almost 4. Round trip 6, almost 8. So that was one stupid order. And then I got another stupid order when I'm down there. I dropped it off. And then all of a sudden I get this other order to drive all the way north of me, like 10 miles north, to pick up an order from another pho restaurant and deliver it 10 miles south. So I'm like, okay, I figured something out today. It'll tell you it's busy. It'll send you a notification that's busy in your area. But really, once you log in, it's really having a hard time trying to find stuff for you to deliver if you're on a bicycle. And I could tell that because there wasn't busy at Panera. It wasn't busy at Chipotle. I went to Chipotle and there was nothing there. I designed fragrances, I designed fragrances. So I had designed a earthy fragrance that was actually the first fragrance ever designed, and that was for Nefertiti. And I went to go deliver it to one of my customers there that works there, Chipotle. I walked in, it was dead. There was like 2 bags of food, DoorDash orders on the shelf. That was it. Nothing. So I figured it out. I was like, okay, the AI bot is actually saying it's busy, but really in reality, there's probably not enough drivers online right now. And that's another reason why I was getting all these weird orders on my bike that, I did a few of them and I just said, you know what, screw this. I'm getting upside down weird orders. I just logged out. I made what I needed to get to my goal plus. And then some, like I said, a little extra $25. And I was done. I was done for the day. But yeah, everywhere I went was dead. At least in the area I like to work, and that's by the university. Yesterday it was crazy. I did 3-hour shift and I made $125 like that. It was nuts, but it was a game day and it was homecoming, so it was nuts. I wanted to go out today because I thought maybe, it was homecoming. Everybody's going to be waking up with hangovers and people are going to be ordering food. Nobody wants to leave the area of the university. No, it was busy other areas that are nowhere near where I'm at. So it was just really odd. I think a lot of people actually just went out for food and just to get out before they were heading back to their homes, because we had a lot of alumni that came in for homecoming. I'm alumni for University of Arizona, and it was great seeing everybody running around. It was cool because there was a little bit of an impromptu gathering of the SIGEPs. I'm a SIGEP, alum SIGEP 2000 and Um, about 2005, 2006, SIGEP alum. So I got to see some of my brothers from back then. They showed up because their boys are SIGEPs now, and Sigma Alpha Epsilon. Probably the best fraternity on campus at the University of Arizona. It's been that way for generations. It's that way this year too as well. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun hanging out. I worked a lot. Like I said, I did a 3-hour shift. By the time I got done, it was cool because I ran into some of my brothers and they're like, hey, we're all hanging out over here. Come hang out. I'm like, okay. So I went and parked and went over there, and everybody's, we're reminiscing, getting reacquainted with each other. Like, what have you been doing? What are you doing? I'm still the same, tattooed and gauged ears, I've accomplished a lot. They all, they don't look down on me because I'm a punk rocker. That's a fraternity guy. That's why I loved about Sigma Alpha Epsilon. They're just a bunch of cool dudes. Not the typical fraternity, if I guess I could say. So yeah, it was really cool catching up with all my brothers, meeting some of the up and comers. I got invited to go. Well, we all got invited to go tour the new house, which was great. Such a beautiful house. It's the biggest and probably the coolest modern style house on fraternity sorority row. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun, made a good amount of money, and like I said, I don't drink, so there was no issue with me having a hangover. I don't drink at all. I used to when I was a fraternity guy and going to school at U of A. But yeah, so it was fun. And like I said today, I thought maybe it was going to be busy. I'd probably run into some of my fraternity brothers that were heading out, going back to their proverbial homes, if you will. And but no, it was busy, but just not in the area I was at. Everywhere where I was at was just dead. So it was cool. I made what I wanted, like I said before, and just got out. Just came home, got to the market, and ran some errands. But tomorrow I'm taking Monday off. Monday seems pretty slow in our marketplace, and if you do go out on a Monday here in my marketplace on 2 wheels, it can vary. The majority of the time, you're probably averaging like maybe $15 an hour. You're gonna make like 40, 45 bucks instead of like what's normal during the rest of the week, where you're making $100 every lunch shift you work. And on a bike, that's good money. $100 every lunch shift. I usually work from 11 to 2. I stretched it to 11 to 3 because there's a big hot spot that happens for an hour between 2 and 3 o'clock, and then I'm done. So for $25 an hour, $30 an hour, yeah, that's not bad. And then my overhead is so low because I deliver on bicycle, electric bike, or my scooter or / moped. So I get 100 miles to a gallon of gas, and I only run top gas in it. But that's something you guys should look into. I know the weather's changing, so it's kind of hard. It's going to get cold in a lot of the East Coast, Midwest. It gets cold here, but during the day it's pretty solid. Here we mostly juggling the heat and the monsoon rain in the summer, and then in the winter we're juggling the uber cold and the rain. So we work around those two scenarios here in Tucson. But that's about it, gang. I hope everybody's having a great day. Make sure you get out there and have some fun. Get out there and do the hustle.